Star Saviors. Is it a banger? Is it a flop? Is it worth your time? Today we're finding all of that out. What's good, guys? It's your boy CJ and welcome back to another video. Today we're taking a look at the brand new game that just released on global, Star Saviors, and I'm going to tell you my personal review of the game, my personal opinions, and hopefully giving you guys a breakdown as to what the game has to offer, and maybe you guys will end up giving it a try if you want to, or skipping it if it's not your cup of tea. With that said, today there's a lot to say about this game. I've been playing this game on stream and off stream for hours upon hours to make sure that when I give y'all my review, you guys get all the information you might possibly need regarding if you should play this game or not. First and foremost, what does this game play like and feel like? It's a mix of a lot of games, if I'm being honest with you. First off, when it comes to the character design, the combat, and the team building, think of games like Honkai Star Rail or Etheria Restart. When it comes to other game modes, there is a lot. First off, we have clans in this game with clan bosses. We have the training system of Uma Musume, which is pretty damn cool for those of you that like it, but it's, I would say, even better. And then we have the AFK system of things like AFK Journey. We also have PvP in this game with real-time arena and then your regular bot PvP. So there's a lot of things going on with the game. And on top of that, there is a crap ton of events. And if that wasn't enough, I just got to sprinkle in there, this game does have some pretty damn good fan service. It might not be on the level of the other Gooner games out there, but it does have some pretty nice fan service for those of you that like it. It does not shy away from showing some cleavage or showing some ass. Now, let's talk about the next thing. The currency. Everybody wants to know if it's worth getting into these games, at least for the honeymoon phase, right? Do they give a lot of summons? Guys, I kid you not, you're going to be getting hundreds of summons within your first couple of days playing this game. No, I'm not exaggerating. Let me just put it to you like this. When you re-roll in this game, or even if you don't re-roll, when you start the game, after you clear the tutorial, which takes about 8 minutes, you instantly get enough summons to do about 60 to 70 summons right off the bat. 50 of those are unlimited banners, and 20, maybe 30 of those will be in the standard banner. And after that, as you continue playing the game, you will get summons for everything. There are events that will give you tons of summons. For simply clearing content, you're going to be getting tons of summons. For clearing the story, you're going to be getting tons of summons. I kid you not, you'll probably have 200, 300 summons by the second day you're playing this game, if you're obviously actively playing the game. Now, I know a lot of people want to know that. Now that we know that you get a lot of summons, what do the characters look like and how do they play? So here we have the characters, ladies and gentlemen, and when I tell you there are so many characters and you get so many characters by simply playing, I'm not exaggerating. I'm going to show you the SSR characters that I've been able to pull so far by playing the game. And yes, I put a little bit of money in it, the typical amount of money that I put into all my gacha games, Battle Pass, monthly, and there's this one bundle that's like 15 bucks that gives you a guaranteed character. But other than that, everything else that I've gotten has been by grinding the game, which is absolutely insane. So let's go ahead and have a look. When it comes to the character designs, ladies and gentlemen, there is a big, like, difference in the way some of these characters look. And I really like that. I really like that some of these characters just look completely different. We got Shangli over here with the heavies, right? We have the bunny outfits. And normally in a lot of gacha games, characters like this usually come from buying a costume. No, you can get this character straight up off the standard banner. You can get this character by simply summoning. And one thing I want to say is, not only does it look good, but this character is one of the strongest characters in the entire game. And you can get it off the standard banner, which is crazy, right? And then we go back to characters like this, characters like this, characters like this. We currently also have a collaboration going in this game with Counterside, for those of you that remember that game. And you can get characters like Hilda from a banner that's currently going on. This character you get for free. Then we have characters like this, more bunny characters. And when I tell you, bro, they do not shy away from the thickness of the cake. They do not. We got characters like this. So like I told you guys, there's a lot of variety when it comes to the game. We have Yomina, another character from Counterside that you get for free the moment you start the game. You don't got to do anything. You just pretty much beat the tutorial and you get this character, and she's pretty good and looks pretty damn good. More SSR characters. As you could see, we've gotten an absolute truckload of SSR units, and I have been playing a lot, so don't think you're gonna go in and like day one normal gamer is going to have this many characters, but you will be getting an insane amount of characters when you compare it to most other games, even Honkai Star Rail, even Ethereal Restart, and more turn-based strategy combat like this. You will indeed get an insane amount of characters in this game, right? And there's a lot more. It just continues going. You get this character for free as well, which is pretty damn cool. There is a ton of characters in this game, and when it comes to the characters, it's pretty simple. You have their level, you're able to level them up. You have their resonance, which is something that increases their stats as you're leveling them up. Then you have your skills, and one thing about the skills is, once again, they're not superficial like attack, defense. There's a lot that goes into them, as you can see right here. There's a lot that these characters offer if you're someone that likes strategy and all that good stuff. You have your Stellar Archive right here, which is, think of the Umamuse training mode. You literally go in what we call journey, right? You go into this game mode, you go in and there's going to be a bunch of tasks. There's literal training activities where you're like, train your, right here, strength, your HP, your defense, and you'll do a lot of activities throughout this mode that will end up giving you bonuses, as you can see, that you can then slap onto your character and it'll make them stronger. It's like a roguelike where you train your characters, and there's a lot more that goes into this, but that's pretty much how it is. Then we have the gearing system with, you know, set bonuses and all that good stuff. You have your affection system. You give them gifts, they end up getting cozy with you, and they end up showing you, you know, little things out here. And that's pretty much it when it comes to the characters. But now that I showed you the characters, how do we go about obtaining the characters? Let's take a look at the gacha. All right, so here we have the gacha of the game, and the first thing you might see is that we have a lot of banners, right? Like, you'll walk into the gacha and you'll be like, why the hell is there so many freaking banners? I totally understand that, guys. You might be like, yo, hold up. There's a whole lot, god damn them heavies. There's a whole lot of banners. How does this work? It's quite simple. There is standard banners, and then there are rate up banners. One thing to note is that rate up banners share the pity between them, and standard banners share the pity between them. There are two types of things that you summon for in this game. The first one obviously being characters called saviors. You summon for these characters, and the second thing is arcana, which are not necessarily weapons, they're more so cards. These cards you equip in a loadout, and you're able to go into the journey mode, which is how you train your characters, and these cards have bonuses. The good thing with these cards is that you can equip them when you go to journey on all your characters. So let's say you have like 5 good cards, you can use those cards on multiple characters in your journey to give them the stats that you want, which is pretty damn cool, right? That's one thing that's really nice about it. When it comes to the banner system, there are several things that I really like. First off, let's look at the rates. The SSR rates are 4%, which is already pretty damn good compared to a lot of other gachas. And when it comes to the characters, we have a 1% chance of getting the rate up character in this particular banner. And then in this particular banner, you have a 2% chance that the SSR you get is the rate up unit. So not bad. That is why you end up getting so many SSRs. 4% might seem low, but it's actually pretty damn good. Another thing that I want to point out is, as you're summoning in this game, there is, as we call it in gacha games, a pity, right? The pity in the limited banners are 200. You don't necessarily have a pity, whereas you summon, and once you get to 200, you get the character. It's not like that in this game. In this game, as you summon, you get these tokens right here, these little things right here. And with these things, you can choose to exchange for either the character from this limited banner, or this limited banner, or the arcana from here, or the arcana from here, which is pretty damn cool, right? One more thing to point out is you can actually save this. So let's say this banner goes away, you can save your pity, and the next time another banner comes out, you can use your pity to exchange for that character instantly. Like I could go right here and bop, just get the character if I wanted, or get the arcana if I wanted right away. So as you summon, you can save up all of these points and eventually even dupe up a unit of your choice, which is pretty damn nice. And I do like that system quite a bit. Overall, I do think it's pretty damn good. And that's really everything there is to know about the gacha system. The same thing applies to the standard banner, and the standard banner points, they do not crossover with the limited banner. So as you can see, they're a completely different icon. So right here, I can select something from here, and when it comes to my standard banner, I can do the exact same thing. I go to the record shop and I can select either a character dupe or whatever, or I can select an Arcana, which is pretty damn solid when it comes to the gacha system. At the end of the day, it's still a gacha system. It's still going to be trash, but it's pretty damn good. And I really like this exchange method because I'm already waiting for the next banner character to drop, and I will be exchanging these for that character. But let's say I want to change my mind, I could just simply get an Arcana or get more dupes on a specific character. Now let's move on over to talk about the events and the gameplay modes. Alright, first off, there is a lot of things going on with this game, and there is a lot of things we got to talk about. The first thing we're going to talk about is going to be the actual events, because guys, I kid you not, there is an insane amount of events. Like, all of these things you're seeing right here, all of these things right here, they're all events, and some of these will give you, like, I'm telling y'all, crazy rewards. They're all going on right now. If you start the game right now, you are going to get so much stuff. You get selectors for SSR characters. You get boxes that allow you to roll for characters of like specific elements, red, blue, all that good stuff. And overall, you get a truckload of summons, and some of these things are actual events where you go in, you fight bosses and things like that. For example, the Monologue Must End, which is the collab event that we have going on right now, while other events are simply your typical log in, do these many activities, spend stamina, and you end up getting rewards. And the best part about it is that some of these events, they kind of cross over into each other. So for example, there'll be an event that will require you to use stamina. You'll go ahead and use your stamina. Next thing you know, you just completed challenges from like 4 different events, and you have a crap ton of things that you're able to achieve. Pretty damn cool. Some of these events very superficial, just waste stamina, do challenges and things like that, while others are a lot more hands-on. Okay, moving on from there, let's talk about the game modes. You have HQ, which is kind of like your hub. This is your base. This is not your guild base. This is actually your base. You go in there and you have several things you're able to do. Let's have a look. All right, so here we have our hub, and you level this up as you progress through the game, so you're able to get better rewards, better crafting, yada yada yada. So you have your typical dispatch mode right here. You're able to dispatch your characters. Let me just show y'all real quick, and pretty much you send them out on missions so you can get more rewards. As you can see right here, your typical dispatch mode. We have this in a ton of games, and as you progress through the game and you level up your HQ and level up these specific areas, you're able to unlock more things that you're able to do, which is pretty damn cool in my opinion. Now, there's more than the dispatch in here. There's actually a lot more things you're able to do. You have like your Starlink, synchronize the levels of multiple saviors. This is something that I really want to point out, because a lot of these games, you got to level up each individual character, not in here. So basically you have your 4 characters that you really like. You level them up, right? You put all your resources into leveling them up, and then you put all these other characters in here, and then they get the levels of your other characters. They pretty much get the level of your main 4 characters, the lowest level of your main like 4 leveled up units. So as you can see right here, I have a 109 unit, but since my lowest level in my main 4 units is 99, everybody else in my account gets put to 99, which in my opinion is pretty damn good. This clearly allows me to push content and go ahead and have no problems when it comes to leveling up multiple units, and I can focus my stamina into doing other things. Pretty damn good system if I do say so myself, and it just makes the way this game flows a lot easier. From here, you have your typical like crafting shop, tactical analysis, which is just another way to level up and give yourself more stats. As you can see right here, you go ahead and get these by progressing through the story, various activities, and then obviously you give yourself more stats. And this applies to like everything. The arcanas right here, the attributes, you can level up specific attributes and get them even stronger, which is going to once again give you more stats for the saviors or of the specific attribute right here. The classes, which once again levels up the very specific class. If you have a defender or a striker, just more ways to get stronger, okay? And then the break skill, which is kind of another character per se, like an ultimate that you get to summon in to help you out in the game, which is kind of cool. And that's really everything when it comes to the HQ. There's a lot of things going on in this particular mode, but overall that's pretty much it. You guys get the gist of it. Let's go back to the main menu and we'll talk about the next thing, which is another type of HQ or hub, and that is going to be your guild, ladies and gentlemen. And one thing I will say, the loading screens are a pain, but here we have our guild, right? We just created this guild today. Like, bro, my chat has been on me about creating a guild for the past 3 days, and I didn't want to. I just wanted to kind of chill with the game, you know what I'm saying? But hey, they asked me a lot. We finally created our clan, and we're already capped level 4. We made this clan a few hours ago. Pretty damn cool. These are some of the players that we have in the clan, and we already have 22 out of 23 players. If you're someone that wants to take this game seriously, feel free to apply. We will be leveling this up. In here, there are multiple things. Your typical guild donations. You log in, you're able to donate to the clan, yada, yada, yada. Then on top of that, we currently have guild defense going on, which is pretty cool. It's a guild boss, right? So you go in here and you fight this boss in a stage, and you're able to get yourself your points, and that helps out the clan. You can see the ranking info of the people that have gotten a bunch of points. You can see the battle log, right? Who's been attacking, all that good stuff right here. You can go ahead and get rewards in here by simply fighting it, you know, reaching a total personal level that you get, you know, all these rewards, guild rewards, ranking rewards, all that good stuff, which in my opinion is pretty good. And you also get to select the difficulty of the boss depending on if you're a whale, if you're a free to play, if you're just starting out, all that good stuff, which I do think is pretty cool, right? Having guild activities and things that you can do with other people in the game is overall one of my favorite things to do in these types of games. Now let's move on over and talk about the next thing, PvP. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have PvP in this game, and it's quite interesting. There are some things that I like about it, and there are some things that I don't like about it. So we have friendly matches where you can play with your friends, host tournaments, all that good stuff. You don't lose anything. Then we have strategy battle, which is pretty much the bots, right? You set up your defense, you set up your attack, and you attack other people's defense. They're just bots. And then we have ranked matches, which is RTA, engage in real-time strategic battles with timers and everything, which is pretty good. I do enjoy this particular game mode. I think it's pretty cool. But one thing I don't like about it personally is that this game has been out a little bit longer in, I believe, the KR or JP, one of the other servers. And what happens is that in PvP, they merge all the servers in PvP. So when you're fighting PvP, you can run into a normal player, or you can run into a dude that's been playing the game for multiple months and get your cheeks imploded. With that said, though, I have been having fun. I have played a little bit of RTA. We're on, I believe, a 14 win streak right now, and that's going to happen because it's the very beginning. But nonetheless, it has been pretty damn cool. I have been enjoying it quite a bit when it comes to the PvP. The strategy battle is your typical stuff, and once again, they have a shop exchange where you can get even more stuff. You can get a whole bunch of goodies in here, which overall, like always, all these shops, all these things that you can get by simply playing the game have been pretty damn good. Every time I turn a corner, there's a new shop that has new resources that I've really been enjoying. When it comes to other things that I could really talk about, we could talk about the operations. That's your typical, I guess, progression through the game. You progress through these stages, right? You fight these enemies, you fight these bosses, and you progress through the world. This is not the story. This is not the story. This is just how you progress through the game. And as you progress through the game, you'll unlock a bunch of other things. You'll get a bunch of rewards. But what's really good about this is the fact that this ties directly into the AFK journey part of the game, which is this right here. This is the very important thing. This is your AFK thing. These are the rewards that you're going to be getting by simply playing the game and not playing the game. So when you go to sleep, this thing keeps going. You wake up and you have a bunch of goodies in here that you're able to claim, as you can see right here. And with these rewards, you're able to level up your characters. And obviously, the further you progress in the game, the better. This is going to be much, much better. So do be sure to, pretty much push as much as you can. As you can see right here, you get bonuses. So that's pretty much where that's tied. And then obviously you have the other modes. You have the main story, which you go in there. You have the actual story, which so far I've seen some cutscenes and it looks pretty good. Y'all know me, bro. I don't get too involved in these stories, but it looks pretty damn good. The operations I just talked about and the journey. I'm not gonna go through the journey right now, but like I told you guys, think of it of something like Umamusa. You go into the mode, right? You're gonna have your training, you're gonna have like missions, and you're gonna have sleep, and then you're gonna have a bar, which is kind of like your energy, right? You train, you click training, there are multiple categories. You can select, let's say strength, and then you train your strength, you get more stats into it, and by the end of your journey run, all those stats get added up, all your bonuses get added up, and you get like an actual loadout that you equip on your characters, which is pretty damn good. Now, I've talked a lot about the game, the good, the bad, but I haven't showed y'all combat. Let's go ahead and show y'all a little bit of combat real quick. All right, so here we have a mission where you can go in and pretty much get yourself some goodies. Now, I do want to point out there are several things you can do in here. One, yes, you can set it up on auto if you so desire, or you can go ahead and do manual and select which skills you can go ahead and use. I'll show you behind my camera. You have multiple skills. So each one of these is a different skill. You have your burst, which is going to enhance your skills. And then you have this right here that's going to load up the more rounds and the more things you do. And this is another skill, another buff that you're able to apply onto your fight. Now, once here, you can also set up the speed in which you fight. Personally, I like it in 2 times, but I'm going to set it up in 1 time so you guys can kind of see some of the animations. Let's go ahead and put it on auto so my characters can go off and do their thing. And you guys will notice some of the gameplay that you see. The animations look pretty good. They don't really shy away from showing a little bit of fan service. Look at this right here, bro. Ooh, look at that angle, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I do like that, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. I do like that. But as you can see, we're doing some damage, and I am a little bit strong. Now that I'm doing this stage, I just kind of wanted to show you what it is. And this is normally a gear farming stage or a resource farming stage. So this is not a showcase of like good strategic combat. This is just a showcase of the general type of combat that you're going to be seeing in the game, okay? These are all the types of characters that you're going to see. You have your buffers in here, you have your healers, you have your DPS, you have AoE DPS. So this particular team I'm really enjoying pushing the game with because they all really offer what I really like and need right now on my team. And like always, you guys will notice there are different colors to the characters, thus meaning different typings or elements. And yes, there are strengths and weaknesses when it comes to the particular element. So some characters will be stronger against some of these than others. Pretty damn simple, you already know. And you guys will see, bro, the animations are actually pretty damn good. Like, the animations are pretty damn good when it comes to a game like this. There we go, we have our round 2 here. We can actually speed it up now. And then we have a much stronger boss, but we're still doing damage, right? You guys can see they have good shots when it comes to the characters' movements and overall what they do. There's a lot of synergy with the way they work, but like always, I'm still trying to get my team stronger. That is why every day we're pushing a little bit on stream, but I do have the teams that I do enjoy. Right now, it's pretty damn simple. You have your buffs, debuffs. One thing that I do want to point out, there is speed in this game. There is speed, so I'm sure there's going to be a lot of speed tuning at some point in the game with substats and all of that when it comes to the gear. So you will have to work around that to make sure, you know, the characters you want go first. So pretty much we're almost done right here. This dude's gonna die, and this is the gist of the combat for the most part, unless you're doing like a very specific boss that has very specific mechanics, and then you'll have to pretty much set up your roster to fight the boss in that particular scenario, whether you need cleanse, debuffs, you know, more heals, more defense, yada yada yada. But so far so good. They're obviously targeting that character because she is my tank. But right here, we're good. We're going to get some heals. There we go. No problem. She's getting a little bit of heals. And then right here, we're doing some damage. The dude is dead. And we have cleared the stage. Pretty damn simple. This is one of the later stages that I've unlocked when it comes to gear farming. And we leveled up, ladies and gentlemen. Now, that's really it when it comes to pretty much everything I can tell you regarding Star Saviors. Now, I'm sure there is a lot more stuff when it comes to this game. But in all honesty, the game is pretty damn good, at least worth a try. If you're someone that wants to get that summon itch off, this game will do that for you. It's pretty damn simple. You can just reroll in 8 minutes, and if you don't want to reroll, you still get a lot of summons and a lot of selectors and a lot of SSR tickets, all that good stuff. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it for this video. If you did enjoy it, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on bell notifications, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.